vegan diet can have some milk products. Eat 2 milk products. It is.
My man is redefining veganism. Everyone, I'm gonna start drinking milk. Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Seb here, and if you are new to this channel, I make content about veganism and animal rights, and today I will be commenting on 2 videos in which another guru is making false claims and sharing misinformation regarding dairy consumption and milk and veganism. So that guru this week is going to be Shri Shri Ravi Shankar, and I cannot put into words how much it annoys me when people use their spiritual platform, let's say, in order to share information that would lead to animal exploitation. So before we get into it and comment on the 2 videos, which one of them is hilarious, by the way, I want to ask you to please subscribe and hit the notification button so you can stay up to date with these videos. And if you would like to follow me on other social media platforms, feel free to do that as well. You can also check out other videos of mine on spiritual leaders and their misinformation and logical fallacies on the consumption of animal products under the playlist Wars of Spirituality. So let's get to the first video of Ravi Shankar.
Gurudev, why is consuming cow's milk not a part of animal harassment? Isn't it unfair on the calf? What do our shastras say about it?
See, fortunately, cow produces much more milk than any calf can consume.
Okay, I'm already done. Yes, some cows consume, actually most cows on dairy farms produce more milk than their calves would consume. But the reason for that is because they are bred in order to be like that. It's not like in nature, one day humans found a species of animals that produces more milk than their babies need. This is something done by humans. And if you would like to actually address the problem, you would not milk the cow because you care so much about the overproduction of their milk. You would just stop breeding them into existence to exploit them.
If a calf consumes, newborn calf consumes more than what it should, it gets diarrhea.
You know who gets diarrhea from consuming milk? Most of human beings, because we're not even supposed to drink the breast milk of another cow's mother. But okay, so we are supposed to believe that now we're drinking cow breast milk because we don't want the calves to have diarrhea. I'm gonna stop being vegan, that's it.
So it's nature has made like that. That's why usually the cowards know, the milkman knows. He will not milk entire milk. He will not take out all the milk. If he does, it's greed.
Okay, so apparently nature works in a way that cows produce more milk than what they need. And if the babies drink that milk more than what they need, they will get diarrhea. And this is all done so that adult humans drink that breast milk. By the way, I need to add something. I looked into this man and he has done some great things. Okay, so this is not an attack on all of his work. Just like many spiritual leaders or gurus or whatever, a lot of them have done good things. For example, Sadhguru, I may watch a lot of his stuff and agree with him, but when it comes to animal products and the animal abuse he takes part in, I just cannot stand him. He's a con man. But anyway, just wanted to say that so that people don't think I'm attacking this person out of nowhere.
He takes out from the 2 orders, and 2 orders he leaves for the calf. And that is good enough for the calf. So in this sense, I don't think it is any injustice. But if you are drawing more than what a cow can offer and depriving the calf, it is wrong. So you have to first take care of the calf, and then what is left is for you.
Okay, so just to be fair here, I completely agree with the fact that he's being fair. He's not being, not in general with his view, but when you compare him to the dairy industry, where the calves are literally taken away or killed so that we can take all the milk, obviously what he's doing is more fair, or let's say less unfair than what the dairy industry does on a mass scale. So I'm happy for that. At least he mentioned the fact that the babies do need the milk. So this was the first video, very short video, but now we're gonna get into something very interesting.
You know, there are two types of milk protein. One is A1 milk, another is A2 milk. So the vegan diet started with the A1 type of milk, which is not so suitable for human consumption.
Okay. The vegan diet started with a type of milk that was not so suitable for human consumption. The vegan diet did not start because a specific type of milk was not suitable for human consumption. Veganism is a philosophy. It's an ethical stance that you take against the discrimination and exploitation of other animals based on the fact that they are other species. It has nothing to do with the fact that humans realize one day the type of milk they were drinking, the A1, is not healthy for them. I have absolutely no idea where he got this information from, and I'm actually really surprised no one in his massive team said like, hey, before we make this video, just so you know, what you're saying makes zero sense.
So the cows in the West, they have only A1 protein. But scientists recently discovered there is A2 protein that is in the cow of India. Because in India, the cow is part of the family. And
But I just, like, seriously, the cow is part of the family. You are taking the cow and deciding it's like, now the cow is part of your family, but that's just not how things work. Part of your family, biologically speaking, means a human that is basically the product of your parents. It's not the same thing. I mean, obviously, we can talk about adoption as well of other humans, but it's still a human, okay? So yes, we can talk about adopting, let's say, an animal. In this case, when it comes to the Indian culture, having the cow considered as part of your family, the same way in some cultures, dogs and cats are considered part of their families. The difference is that when you actually adopt a dog or a cat from a shelter, you're doing that because you have their best interests in mind. At least you should do it for that reason to begin with. That should be your priority, taking care of these animals, giving them a family and a shelter, and not exploiting them or taking what does not belong to you once you have adopted them. So when you say a cow is part of your family, I can completely respect that, of course. That's the culture and that's the tradition, and ideally that shouldn't cause any problems, but there is a problem when you actually start exploiting the animal for their body secretions and when you start breeding the animal in order to exploit the animal. So for example, if you're breeding dogs and cats in order to make them a part of your family, that is wrong, that is unethical. When you're breeding cows to make them part of your family so you can take the milk, that is wrong, that is unethical.
A2 protein is the same as mother's milk.
Okay,
Goats
A2 protein is not the same as mother's milk. Mother's milk is something coming from a human. Cow's milk is something else. Protein is something else. Cow's milk and mother's milk is not made only of A2 protein. The amount of misinformation in this is just ridiculous. And it's very obvious that they're aware that they're sharing information that is wrong and manipulating people into believing like, oh, I can literally like replace the human mother breast milk with the cow's milk from India because it has A2 protein. Okay, A2 protein is not and should not represent the whole nutrient package that this milk provides.
mother's milk and Indian cows, Indian breed, this local breed cow's milk have A2 protein. So the A2 protein is very suitable for human beings.
Okay, so now we're more clear. Having A2 protein doesn't mean equal. Okay, so if I have a bottle of water and it's water and let's say some lemon, and I have another bottle in which I have water and let's say almonds mixed, so I have almond milk, and I add some lemon, even though these two bottles contain lemon, doesn't mean that they're the same, okay? They both have different ingredients, they both have different nutritional values, and they're both made for different purposes. And that is literally the case here. Just because some animals have A2 protein in their milk and the human breast milk has A2 protein inside, doesn't mean that it's the same thing with the same nutritional value. And it definitely doesn't mean that it's made for you.
A1 protein is not. So now this A2 protein, which is in Indian cow's milk, is being very much appreciated.
Okay, so I did a bit of research and I was wondering, why would a guru make such a very obvious dairy propaganda video talking about Indian cows, A2, 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 put this doctor's thing there like, yeah, it's medically certified. And I looked into it and, oh wow, he owns a whole merchandise website where he sells this, in which obviously the number one marketing tactic is A2. Look at the size of that circle that has A2 written in it. It's almost as big as the photo of the product itself. Okay, it says Daisy cow's milk is rich in A2 protein. It is an excellent source of vitamin A, B2, and B3. It's an antioxidant, aids digestion, and supports heart health. Are we going to talk about cholesterol? No? Okay, fine. We will just get back to the video.
In this sense, vegan diet can have some milk products, A2 milk products. Because it is.
My man is redefining veganism. Everyone, I'm gonna start drinking milk. I am convinced now that even though I am a grown-up adult human being, I do not need any type of breast milk. However, this milk, I need to find this milk because it has A2 protein. This is literally the definition of a propaganda video.
Not harmful. Otherwise, vegan diet is very good.
Otherwise, vegan diet is very good. Listen, vegan diet was very good before you introduced the A2 milk in it, okay? You're not talking about the fact that milk also has cholesterol. You're not talking about the fact that we shouldn't see other animals as resources. You're only talking about this new definition you've made of what veganism is, how it started, and how now vegans can have milk.
Only thing is vitamin B12 deficiencies sometimes come to people who follow vegan diet.
And to most people around literally the entire world, which is why a lot of animals that are farmed are injected with vitamin B12 supplements, because non-vegans don't get that either. But we're not going to mention that. This is a propaganda video.
And milk provides that vitamin B12.
Oh, what a great solution. The milk provides the vitamin B12. Hail the dairy industry. Listen, both vegans and non-vegans are advised to take vitamin B12 supplements because of the fact that it's very difficult to get it in a natural way in this day and age. Okay, this whole video, this marketing tactic or scam is just to sell the idea of A2 milk, which very conveniently he also sells on his website of merchandise and groceries. Why did you even have to bring veganism in it? Actually, I think I know why. Because a lot of spiritual people, when they become spiritual, they start considering the fact that they are causing harm and suffering onto other beings. And they consider switching to a plant-exclusive diet and follow the path of veganism, the philosophy or the stance of veganism. And that is not good for someone who is trying to make profit off of selling milk. That's, I think, the best theory I can get. Stay inspired, my friends. Okay, so those were the videos I wanted to comment on. And again, I did read about some stuff that he's done, and congratulations. Some of the things he's done in the past, amazing. But come on, what is this? Seriously, like, it's 2021. Please, can we move on from breastfeeding from other animals? Seriously? And also, the amount of misinformation, both on a philosophy level of veganism, on a nutrition level when it comes to consuming milk, which also contains cholesterol, which also is a part of the #1 killer of humankind worldwide. No one is talking about that. No one is mentioning that. Let's please stop drinking the milk that is made for babies of other animals, okay? Not ours, not our bodies, not our moms. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. This was actually sent to me by someone who watched my other video also about spirituality, and a monk who was talking about drinking milk. If you want to check that out, click on this link. So thank you for that. If anybody wants to send me other links, feel free to do so as well. And if you'd like to support my work, please check out my website sebalex.org, where you can also get yourself a free ebook available in 20 languages about animal rights and logical fallacies, very helpful in your conversations about veganism. You can also check out ethicsoverhabits.com for vegan, organic and fair trade merchandise. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification button, and I'll see you in the next video.